I want to bring in now Griffin Maxwell Brooks. They're a member of the Princeton diving team who identifies as non-binary. Griffin, thank you for joining us. I want to play for you a soundbite that was on the Banfield Report last night here on NewsNation. This is on Lia Thomas from the famed tennis star Martina Navratilova, who's also a member of the LGBT plus community. Take a listen.
The solution perhaps for now is to swim in a lane. Or you can compete, but you don't get the medal because the rules are not correct. But right now the rules are what they are. Maybe put an asterisk there. If she starts breaking records left and right, Lia goes to the Olympics because she's hitting her prime now physically. And in the future, maybe it should be an open category for everybody and then biological females.
Okay, an asterisk, swim in her own lane. What do you make of that?
I think it's all nonsense, if I'm being honest. I don't think that there's any need to exclude people further. I think that the demonstrations surrounding Lia Thomas have been already abhorrent and incredibly harmful to the status of transgender people as a whole. And I also think that it's not practical to create like an open category or just to further identify trans women as different or other in these situations. Lia is a woman, trans women are women, and she deserves to compete among other women.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, by any objective standard, Lia Thomas is a polarizing figure now. We've seen in the last several days. Is it fair for athletes, I'll just put the question to you, who were born women and don't have the body strength or physiology of Lia, who was born male, to compete against women? I mean, I think that's the essential question that people are debating.
Yeah, and I think that the cause for debate is necessary. I also think that people have made a lot of conclusions off of a one-person case study, which is just not something that we do in the field of science. But I do think that it's fair. You know, I think that fairness is topical in sports because sports wouldn't be sports if it wasn't for, you know, this push for equity, but also sports aren't fair. You know, people have different benefits based on how they were raised and, you know, their bone structure and things like that, which is not only dependent on biological sex. And when we isolate Lia's advantages over, you know, as being caused by her status as a transgender person, it kind of just ignores the fact that there is lots of genetic diversity within sexes, arguably more, that we don't really think about in the situation because we're isolating her identity as like the prime cause for this, you know? I mean, we're talking about NCAA sports, so these are the most elite out of like any of the athletes in the country. Yeah. Of course, it's going to be, you know, this hyper-focused environment, but I mean, I'm 5'8". I would be a terrible basketball player. You know, genetic diversity exists within the sexes as it does across them, and it's not fair to just isolate it based on, you know, sex.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.